Array 11. Boy, this is an unbelievable array. It's somewhat new, maybe in the last 5 years. Now, why do I run this test on people? Well, let me just give you some stats here. This is mainly look at environmental chemicals, okay? So this is part of environmental medicine. This is part of my protocol that I do here. Most people are not this thorough. Why am I this thorough? Because I understand the importance of this. If we don't look at this, this could be a trigger for your immune system, and forever you're never going to get better. So whether we're talking about food, the brain, lack of certain nutrients, chemicals, or pathogens, which are like bugs and different germs that get inside of us, they all do the same thing. They whack out the immune system. So this is all part of looking at that immune system, because 95% of all disease comes from immune dysfunction. And if you have immune dysfunction, you get stuck into sustained inflammatory pathways. So let me give you some background on chemicals. Starting with increased chemical production in the United States right after World War II, we manufacture 5 trillion pounds of 70,000 different chemicals per year, of which only 1,500 have been studied for toxicity. So there's all kinds of stuff in this environment that we are now coming in contact with that are not even been shown to be safe. It's a crazy thing that's happening to us, and it's creating major immune problems. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey study that was done in 2009 by the CDC and the National Institutes of Health took blood and urine from 2,500 volunteers. None of those volunteers had any occupational or residential risk for toxic exposure. They're just normal people. They've never been around certain chemicals. But guess what? They found 212 different chemicals inside these people, which means we're all getting this. So if there's been long-term gut problems, liver problems, brain problems, and after a while you won't clear these chemicals, and after a while these chemicals can build up, they can increase your risk of toxicity, they can cause neurodegeneration, cancer, autoimmune, a whole host of other problems. And what this panel does is it measures the different chemicals that are out there in the environment, and over a time frame we're going to look to see, is this creating an inflammatory or autoimmune reaction? And then also, what would you do about it? You also want to know if you're coming in here with a thyroid issue, depression, anxiety, bipolar, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Lou Gehrig's disease, other autoimmune, ulcerative colitis, gastrointestinal problems, fatigue, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. We need to look at this. And I probably recommended it to you, and that's why you're looking at this video at this point in time. Even autism, ADHD, and ADD, weird other neurological problems, we also want to look at to see, is there a chemical immune reaction taking place. If we have this, we'll tell you what to do to help get this under control. And again, how we help people with this problem is brain-based care. Now, why is the brain involved? Well, the brain's involved in allowing the immune system to do its job, in detoxification, in repairing the gut, and letting the liver work. The brain runs everything. Cellular energetics. The voltage of your cells are majorly important, and we do certain things here to help with cellular energetics, like the PMF and other technologies and other treatments that we're doing to help raise the voltage of the cells. Lifestyle modifications, foods and nutrients all help with this process. So we'll be going over this again. This should take us 3 to 5 minutes to run through the positives that you have or the negatives that you have. And then you'll know where you are. We'll also give you a specific tear sheet on which ones are positive for you, so you can understand where these chemicals are located. You need to stay away from those areas where these chemicals are located, and you also need to clean up your environment, looking at different areas in household products, in going to the dentist or not going to the dentist, in going to get gasoline, not getting gasoline, using plastics, not using plastics. All this is essential at you getting results. So thank you. Have a great day.